Good morning, world. I didn't post the last couple days just because it's just been a really negative week last week, and I just wanted some time to just kind of readjust to um, why I think I'm here in the world, and why I even say or put my 2 cents in. So, and just kind of double check myself. I did delete my Facebook, but I do kind of sort of rely on a lot of information that I receive, and in exchange as well, and I enjoy that information being exchanged. So for now, I guess I have my Facebook back. I went like 3 days without it, which really sucks because I think you can quit something and it's really a lot harder than you perceive, and it's actually really quite difficult. Like I kind of thought it would be something like, oh yeah, I can quit Facebook, no problem. Like I don't have to fucking even think about it. I just don't want to log in, blah blah blah. But they make it too fucking easy, and you know they do because you've all tried to deactivate your shit before at least once, and then you just log back in, and then it's a voila, welcome back, you've reactivated your account. So really, all you really did was just make it completely invisible to everybody else, but you're signing right back in with no problems. You don't have to fill anything out. You don't have to do anything. So it's actually an interesting tactic on Facebook's part, for those who are absolutely obsessed with it, and maybe even I'm obsessed with it. If you really want to think about it, if I can't even go 3 or 4 days without it, so it is kind of like a lifeline for a lot of people. It's something that everyone does every day. Check it, you know, at all times of the day. Like it's become something almost even regular for students to use. Get in touch with their teachers. I mean, it's pretty big, and I don't think that a lot of people realize um, how affecting that is in my mind. I don't want something to have that much effect on my life without my consent. This is like an essential Big Brother factor, almost like 1984, George Orwell's um, 1984, and it's just in a sense of itself, it's really just this portion of technology that has gained some form of control over mankind, and the ability to control all aspects of their life. I mean, we're talking emotional aspects, we're talking physical aspects, we're talking intellectual aspects, we're talking school, we're talking work, we're talking. I mean, it's even I mean, not required, but it is pushed extremely hard, even at my job, to have at least a Facebook for work in order to be able to advertise when you're going to be at work, so customers can come in, so they can see you dance, so they can buy drinks for the bar, for everything. And even the bar has one. And I mean, a lot of bars have their own Facebook now, and a lot of clubs have their own Facebook now. And it's just kind of like this thing that we have to do now. There's not a choice anymore. What happened to being able to choose? You know what I mean? Like MySpace got kind of this way, but it wasn't really like that. Now it's become this huge ordeal, this big section of our lives, and it's it's kind of taken over a little bit. I think that's fucked up. I don't want something or someone to have that kind of availability over me at all. I want to be able to say that I'm going to get online when I want to fucking get online, not because I'm itching to fucking check to see if anything else new is happening with other people that I could honestly not, you know, even read about. I could read an actual book, you know what I'm saying, with my new Kindle Fire. It's just, I understand the whole save the paper kind of concept of things, and save the trees and stuff like that, and that's kind of what the internet is for. But when it really comes down to it, are the trees really worth saving if we're not really saving ourselves first? If we're going to be suffering in the long run over this, I mean, this is a huge step back in a way, because you're losing that entire other aspect of communication with other people ever so slowly. Not even, not not even just one or two things, but a lot of things. We're talking about body language. We're talking about being able to read each other face to face. We're talking about that sixth sense, the energy level that you feel when you're around someone that you like or you don't like. You know what I mean? We're losing a lot of that because of these face profile aspects, because people have become so obsessed over what's on the screen, what this thing is right here, what this is doing for me, rather than what I'm doing for myself, what I'm in connection to what else is out there in my world. Anyways, needless to say, I'm trying to get rid of it. It's not working for me. I mean, it really boils down to it's free. I mean, it's an aspect of life that kind of gets you excited, because not a lot of shit is free anymore. And I mean, nothing really was ever free before. But when you think about it, it's like, in order to entertain yourselves daily, I could go on a bike ride if I had a bike. That kind of sucks. Most people used to have bikes back in the day, right? So there goes that thing. I could go to a park, but that takes money, gas money, to get to a park, because I don't live near one. I could walk around my apartment complex in the heat. I kind of pretty much hate the sun. I like to stay pale. So there's not a lot of things that, like, I enjoy being outdoors when, I'm camping and I'm actually being challenged and I'm doing everything by my hands, and you know what I mean? Breaking up the firewood on my own and starting the fire by myself, and like setting up my own tents and shit like that. Like, I like that kind of shit. I like those kind of challenges outdoors. I like going rock climbing, rappelling, all that stuff. Not really a big fan of rowing, so I didn't really enjoy canoeing or whitewater rafting at all. But I definitely see where I have developed certain, means of entertainment indoors, and so have a lot of people. And people. Some of the people like to be mobile and everything else, like on their phones. That's all right, but it's taking over, and I don't want it to take over. Let's just put it that way. I want to still be able to have the availability to go outdoors and do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of feeling like I gotta tell someone about it first. It's kind of fucking dumb. Just saying. So I'm gonna work on trying to like get rid of Facebook in my life, but for now I'm gonna have a blog and Facebook at the same time, along with my Kindle Fire. It'd be kind of cool if that thing had some kind of camera on it, but I thought it was a pretty good deal, considering like I'm not really trying to have something too immaculate. I'm not trying to do everything on it. I just it's for when I'm lazy and sitting on the couch indoors. Once again, you know. But you can pretty much get everything on it, and I think that's kind of cool. You can get like Netflix, and like you can have Facebook on there if you want. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I reactivated my account by just signing in. How easy that was. Um. So yeah, there's all those things on there. So I'm enjoying my new toy. So I had already had the Kindle book, like the e-reader, and all I had to do was just change that in, because I hadn't used it, and I got it for Christmas, and I just considered it like just something that I've been wanting, and I never really quite buckled down and went and paid the extra $120 whatever, because it's only like $200 or some shit, so not bad. As you can see, I'm in like a lot of pain. Like I slept wrong on this whole side right here, so it's like killing me. But and I also am wearing my glasses today because I slept in my contacts and I got a cornea scratch. Those are not fun at all. If you ever had one, you know what it's like to want to absolutely have complete and total darkness around you, and how extremely painful light is to your eyeball that has a scratch on it. Because it's basically like someone just scratching, 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 scratching your eye over and over again. It just feels like someone's just killing you. Anyways, so that's what I felt like saying today. Yay, me.